What's up, small group leaders? Happy 2018. I hope you've had a great start to the new year. In the Paw House, we were asleep by 10 o'clock on New Year's Eve, so that was a win. Hopefully, you had a great New Year's Eve, and like I said, start to the new year. So, one thing we'll do in 2018 is provide 3 to 5 minute videos throughout the year to give you an extra level of equipping, an extra level of support. And so we will do a formal train, probably a Saturday, a 3-hour train on a Saturday. We'll do another potluck. We'll do other events that will allow you as leaders to connect with each other and support each other. But this is one thing we're going to do. So I wanted to make a video to start off the year giving you the criteria I used for choosing the 2018 curriculum recommendations. Remember, you don't have to use these. These are this recommendation that you can use on Right Now Media. You'll also see in this video, I actually made it before Christmas, so it's going to be a little sliced up. But there's one tip I give you for your curriculum this year, and I also give you one exciting thing to think about when it comes to curriculum. I realize that the curriculum on Right Now Media is probably going to be more appropriate for most of our connection groups and not our specialty groups, and that's okay. But I want to provide this for everyone. Thank you so much for what you do. Being a leader of a small group is probably one of the most important, impactful leadership positions we have at our church. Our small groups provide us the best space in our church to love and care and connect with our people. So thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Again, I made this before Christmas, and this is the criteria I used for picking out our curriculum. Happy New Year. The first way is this. Each curriculum is a study of a specific book of the Bible or a specific scripture in the Bible. And here's the reason I did that. More and more Christians, we just don't know our Bibles anymore. And so I love topical studies, but I think it's really important that sometimes we just sit there and we just study scripture. We learn about the history of the book. That context plays into it. So I think that's very important. We know that the input of studying scripture produces the output of spiritual maturity. So that was one way I chose our curriculum. The second way was by time. So every video can be watched under 10 minutes. There might be some a little bit longer than that, but I would agree with you that anything over 10 to 15 minutes, that video just is too long. And so to watch in group. So I chose all the curriculum can be watched under 10 minutes. I would encourage you to do this. Think about using a flipped classroom approach. A flipped classroom approach in the education world would mean that students would study or watch a lesson before they come to class, and then that classroom time is just used for answering questions and reviewing what they already learned. This could be used in our small groups. It could be very effective. What that would mean is your group members during the week would watch the video, the 10 to 15 minute video during the week, and then come to group ready to talk about it, ask questions. At that point, they've already kind of processed it and might have a better discussion. Instead of using that time in group to watch it and then have to process kind of out loud without thinking about it. It's shown for retention. It's shown to increase learning. So consider a flipped classroom approach if you think that would work for your group. The third criteria I used was an inclusive criteria. So try to have a diverse group of people represented in our curriculum. I just believe that learning from people from different parts of the country, from different racial backgrounds, from different experiences, from different genders, that's just very helpful for us as we look at Scripture. And so I would encourage you to do that with your curriculum in general. Always try to find an inclusive curriculum when you think about your year. And so I hope I gave you guys that option. Those are the 3 criteria that I use. And like I said, you can choose to use it or not. I will tell you this. There's this dude, I don't know if you've heard of him. His name is Don McLaughlin. I hear good things about the guy. And he has a book out called Love First. All right, I don't know if you've ever heard of Love First before. I hear it's a pretty cool movement going on. And so they have released a small group curriculum now with the book Love First. So I think it would be really cool at some point during this year if we all studied that Love First curriculum. I'm thinking that maybe, I'm thinking out loud here with you, but I'm thinking that maybe like in fall, we would start that. So we'd have our a small group launch probably in August, and then maybe that fall would be a great time for all of our small groups to study the exact same curriculum and make that the Love First curriculum. So I'm looking into that. I'm checking into that. I'd love to hear your feedback on that. But that's something I'm thinking about as far as curriculum. Like I said, I hear good things about my boy Donnie Mack.